What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a new, I guess it's not really a season, but...
You can do seasons on a podcast.
I guess we can do seasons, but this is episode 17 of SGTV Conversations Podcast. I'm your host, Luke Baker, and as always, my co-host, Jake. How you doing, Jake?
I'm good. How you doing, Luke?
Pretty good. Pretty good. And joining us is... I'm trying to decide who I want to choose first, but Michael's staring me down, so I'm going to introduce Michael Duggan. How you doing?
Do Andrea first.
I know, right? We're in the South, man. Ladies first, son.
Well, you were staring me down, and I got nervous.
Because you were talking. I look at people when you're talking.
I know, but you had like the crazy eyes thing going on.
Well,
Have you noticed how pretty and green his eyes are, by the way?
That's just how I look.
There's really nice kind of liquidy green.
Like Dawn dish detergent.
This is turning awkward quick.
And last but not least, Andrea Esselman. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Very well.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Well.
All I know is this. We back.
Yeah! Oh, that was loud.
Oh, Jesus. So for the first time, everyone except Jake is wearing headphones, and so if you just hear people like recoiling after something loud happens, that's why.
Yeah,
I could see it on the streaming. It's just like big glob.
But, yeah.
That's why I decided to not wear headphones, because if I yell, I'm not going to suffer. Everyone else is.
Which will probably happen at least 10 times in the 5 minutes that you're here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just have to leave and everything.
Yeah, I do have to leave. I have a meeting very shortly, but I'll try to come back for the end of the podcast. But it is nice seeing everybody again. Over the summer, me and Luke did a couple podcasts. I think, were you?
We did too.
I came to one.
Andrea came to one, and Corey came to one. I think it was Andrea, Corey, and me doing a podcast, and Luke was off in Virginia. And then we did it again with just me and Luke. It was a one-on-one J Cut Luke Baker podcast, and it's nice to have everyone back in the room, man.
Yeah, it's very good.
This is the first podcast that I've done in quite a long time.
Yeah, I think the last one was your Oscar one, I think.
You want to know why it's been so long?
Well, because I'm awful on the podcast.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's the first week of the year, so he just needed someone to... Someone to be here.
This is exciting.
All right, let's get podcasting, guys.
Yes.
I mean, aren't we already podcasting?
No, this was just talking.
Oh.
We're just discussing, but
I kind of want us to do it. Have you listened to the Nerdist podcast? The way they start it, they just like turn on the mics and then like the people come in the room and they just start. They don't do like
they just start talking, no intro or anything.
And then like halfway, like 10 minutes in, the person's always like, "Oh, did we start already?"
So they're just talking.
I love how basically Michael decided, hey, let's steal the idea for another podcast while we're recording our podcast.
No, I'm just saying it's interesting.
So our first topic this is a really good one. I was dying over this one because this walks a very fine line. Is what is something to be cool at, but not cool to be really good at?
Guitar Hero.
There
Like if you're at a party and like someone's like really good at Guitar Hero, like, oh man, that's cool. But if they're like a little bit too good at Guitar Hero, you're like, all right, that's probably probably good enough. You probably reached the limit of like how good you need to be.
Give me the freaking guitar.
You know what I'm saying? I got one. This would be the consumption of alcohol. It's fun to be good at it, but it's not good to be too good at it. Because
also being too good at it just makes it expensive.
And it makes it expensive, but also, I guess it kind of makes you an alcoholic too. So
that is true.
Because it is kind of a tolerance thing.
Yeah.
So being good at it means you you have a social life and you do things, but being too good at it means you got a problem. Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna go. Logic.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. I have a couple. First, remembering people's personal info. Like, it's kind of good. You remember their names, everything, but if you remember their street, their address, where they live.
It's like, why do you know all this?
It's not fair. It's not fair. Like, even if you know that, you're automatically creepy because...
I have this problem all the time because I have... actually, and this happened to me, like I have a really good memory for names and faces, so I'll just remember people that I had like one class with in 6th grade, and then like, but they'll have no way of remembering who I am, and so I always have to measure if I'm gonna say hi to someone, whether or not I think they actually remember who I am. And then the other day I had someone say hi to me on the street, and like I had no idea who they were, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, and she like made a point, like she just kind of passed from like 10 feet away, and she was like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh hi, and like I didn't know if she was talking to me, and then she like stopped and like made a point like, oh, did you not see me, like hi, and I was like, oh hi, and then I just kept walking, and I was like,
Oh, it was really awkward.
this is a really weird feeling. I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, I honest to God, I don't know anyone's names. It takes me. I have to know you for like a month before I.
My name's Michael.
We've met before.
Oh really?
Yeah, we've met once or twice,
Okay.
I believe. But I'm terrible with names, so I'm not that guy at all. What do you got, Andrea? Have you had time to think yet?
I agree with you guys.
Okay.
All right, great input.
Yeah.
Great job by you.
That
all
is
around.
a great original thought, Andrea.
Thanks.
Thank you. I thought you had so much to say.
I mean, I don't, just not on this topic, I guess. I don't know.
You'll get
All
us
right.
on the
Well,
next
you know
time.
what? You know what? Screw
Yeah.
Luke's topic then. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, no, I want to have a conversation with you guys. I
Oh,
like
man.
listening to you guys.
Well, I think it's also funny. I kind of sports wise to be really good at bowling. Like think
Oh
about
my
it.
God.
Then you
Nope.
become
Nope.
a little.
Bowling has no limit. I mean, if
Are
you
you-
like,
Guys,
if we just
guys.
went bowling and you bowled like a 280,
It's-
I would just be so impressed.
Well,
So-
it's not fair.
Forever.
It's not fair.
Okay.
Why is it not
Well,
fair?
Well, because like if you have like you got your little bowling bag, you got your gloves, like you're just people go to bowl for fun, but like it's not fun if you like play with somebody who's really good
I just
at anything.
I
pretty
just
much.
mean like the amount that I would be impressed if I saw someone like how good they are at something. Like if I saw someone who could beat like every song on Guitar Hero on Expert without missing a note, like that would be I would be like, all right, that's too much. If I saw someone who could drink like 16 shots and like be buzzed, I would be like, all right, probably need to slow down a little bit. If I saw someone who is really good at bowling just at like strikers or something like that, I would be amazed and I would want to be friends with that person.
I finally watched. Is it The Great Lebowski or The Big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
That's a great movie.
A few weeks ago, I didn't. Just kicked something.
Market Zero.
It was great, and he was really. Actually, were they actually all that good at bowling? I don't
know. They're in a bowling
Like, you
league.
know-
I don't know if they're
yeah,
any good.
You don't really see.
But he
them
like pulls out the
bowling.
gun and the bowling out. He's like,
Yeah,
Market
yeah.
Zero.
Market
So-
Zero. All right.
That's
so,
all. That's my
um,
contribution.
Oh, what's
Oh.
up,
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen?
You know what? Just get out. If you're gonna hit the table with the door, just don't even join.
Okay, I'm assuming this part is getting edited out, so I
No,
want to take
this
this
is all
time
gonna stay in.
to mention how sparkly the characters from Inside Out are, especially their hair.
Oh yeah, we did a little. Well, I did. I guess I did a little personalization of this thing because I was tired of staring at blank walls.
The personalization is he put up 2 posters.
Three
Oh, 3 posters. Whoops. 2 of them, the 2 on this back wall, are the 2 most opposite movies in the history of movies: Inside Out and The Purge.
I'm pretty sure this room got less personalized over the summer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks pretty boring to me.
Okay.
Well, we'll
I
bring like
tried.
some. I'll bring those things that you can buy at Urban Outfitters, the drapery things with the elephants and.
Is it
stuff.
hipster?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's girly,
Oh, it's girly.
but I'm gonna bring one in.
Andrea, this is a podcast. You
Okay.
should talk into the mic and not to.
Well, I figured this part was getting edited
No, this
out.
is all staying in. I don't know.
Why?
What you're
No
talking
one's
about.
gonna know what we're talking about.
Then we're talking about Inside Out and The Purge. Those are movies. People heard of them.
But I was talking about decorating this room.
All right. Well, we'll take a picture.
The elephant
Put it on
jack.
Twitter.
Put it
Okay.
on Twitter. Put
Well-
it on Pinterest.
We should Periscope the podcast sometime.
Oh, we should. So I'd like to welcome Brian Principe back to the podcast.
Hello.
How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing fantastic, Luke.
That's
How are you
awesome.
doing?
Your voice soothes my ears.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, well, let the soothing begin.
Oh yes.
We should make this a weekly feature on the podcast where people only stay in for like 8 minutes at a time, and we just have to rotate.
We have
out.
like the ever rotating fourth chair or
Yeah.
something.
Or
I'm,
just
I'm in it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm on the hot seat.
You're on the hot
So
seat.
essentially, you're saying.
So let's ask him
Yeah, like
some
So if I don't do it,
questions.
if I don't do well in the next 8 minutes, I'm gonna get
You're
fired.
gone.
Correct.
You're gone. Then we got a line. We got to line out the door for people.
I saw it. It's wrapped around
I know it's crazy.
all the 5 people.
All
it's
right.
wrapped around one very small corner.
So for our next topic, we have: if ethics was not a problem, what would you guys like to see for a reality show? If ethics was the problem, it could be unethical, ethical, doesn't matter.
I don't know, because I don't think I really want to watch like really unethical reality shows. I don't really watch ethical reality shows.
I know,
This isn't
but
really
like
a question for
as
me.
a joke, like
Well, how unethical are you talking?
as much unethical as you want.
Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
Lord of the
I want
Flies.
children put on an island alone and just watch them try and
I was
murder each other.
actually thinking about that the other night. I was like, what if like you just had kids kind of just like raise themselves without parents and you didn't have all the social norms and all the like society stuff? Like, what would happen?
They'd probably end up way better than they would have.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be really interesting if you like just let kids raise themselves for like 10 years and they ended up being like really good people.
Well, and like I'm just little things like would they figure out how to grow food or would they figure out how to hunt, I guess is what they would do, or how would they know what to eat? Would they all just end up dying, or like okay, this is a terrible question, but would they figure out how to have kids in the end, like, a few years
Well,
down the
eventually
road?
they're gonna maybe not as children.
Well, no, I
but
know,
eventually they're gonna
but, like,
become adults.
Yeah,
and
when
they'll
they
probably
become
just
adults,
figure it out.
well, they would be like, oh, this is what this thing is used for.
I mean, because like animals don't have sex ed class and they figure it out.
yeah.
Figure
Do
it out.
they?
Or do they?
Maybe they do. Maybe
We
their
don't know anything
parents teach. I don't know.
What do the birds and the bees talk about in their sex ed class? Like the humans and the bears?
Dogs.
Oh.
Bears.
Why is it birds and bees?
I was going to ask the same question.
Probably some weird 50s thing where like, oh, let's tell them like it's like the birds and the bees and the honey and the...
Luke, please continue doing your 50s voice.
Oh, thank you guys very much. We'll go take the broad downstairs and
Oh
take her
my
to
God.
Makeout Lane and hold her hand.
Oh.
What just happened?
That's my best rendition.
That's
of,
like- That's like if Elvis was still alive today and he was like 90. That's what you sounded like.
And he's still living.
He's just like
50s
stutter. He's like
grandpa.
slurring his words.
back in my
Thank you very
day.
much.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Honestly, what I would love for a reality show would be like have like some diehard fans of like any like music person, like say like either like One Direction or like some like rap guy, anything, and have them listen to their songs on loop for 24 hours a day and watch them slowly descend into madness.
Oh my god, that actually would be really fun.
I had a roommate who he's like super smart. You know Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like super smart and he's like, studies like public health or whatever. It's like pre-med, all this stuff. But he cannot remember song lyrics.
Really?
He'll listen like when
Doesn't he write songs?
When he's studying, he will. Oh no, not Nathan. Different.
Okay,
Nathan.
I thought it was talking about a different guy.
But when he's studying, he'll listen to the same song like 30 times in a row on loop, and then he'll still know 0 of the words. But we'll also still sing every time and just make up new words each and every time.
Oh, that's great.
But I think someone like, I feel like people already do that. Like someone who's that obsessed, like the biggest fan of like Kanye, probably just listens to.
Well,
like,
wouldn't it be funny though, like if like the last person standing gets to meet the band or something like that?
Ooh, like a little game show.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this needs to actually become a thing.
It's like those old like radio contests they used to have where you like sit up on top of the billboard for like 72 hours straight, and like whoever the
Yeah.
last one to come off like wins tickets to like a Bruce Springsteen concert or something that's not worth it at all. Like,
Concerts.
Hey, Bruce Springsteen is okay.
yeah, I mean,
It's
I wouldn't sit on a
For your
billboard for 3
parents.
days straight
I
though.
wouldn't sit on a
Would you
billboard
sit on the
three.
billboard?
Who? No one.
What if
Not
you have
for
to
a
use the
concert.
bathroom?
Ooh, well, no, you gotta
Diapers.
leave. Nothing. No bathroom breaks.
What about eating?
I'd probably give you food.
No, you
They'd
just
give you
pee
food.
off the edge.
Pew.
Well, there was, speaking of like contests and stuff, I was reading somewhere that Hooters back in the day had a competition between all their employees that if like something that they would
Are you
win.
talking about the Hooters International Swimsuit Competition?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
but like they said they would win a Honda, like if they did something, and this lady won, but they were like they gave her a miniature car Honda, and she actually sued and got to pick any Honda they wanted because it was
That's
like because they were lying to them. It's like, hi guys, it's a joke. We're not going to use it anymore. That's awful. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, Hooters offers something that's great for football fans, if y'all are wondering.
What's that?
If you do your fantasy football draft at Hooters, you get free Hooters for the rest of the football season.
What? I've actually never been there.
Why?
Free
No.
football?
That seems like a really poor business decision.
I don't know why.
Probably because. Well, wait. Well, I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
That makes no sense. It doesn't bring in really any new business if you every time you go there you just get free Hooters.
Well, maybe the people that you... Maybe it's not the full team that gets to draft.
It's just,
one
it's
person.
just
You
the
get, like, a
manager.
voucher.
It's just like the guy who runs the league just gets free.
You have like one voucher. You gotta pass around like 15 people.
That's
Like,
what it is.
Everyone gets free Hooters 1 week out of the football season.
Or maybe it's like you get a free soda, one soda, not the refills, but the soda itself is free when you go to Hooters.
maybe.
All right, I'm not looking this up.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, let us know. We should be an informational podcast.
Fun fact of the day. Fun fact of the day.
Also, this just became a commercial for Hooters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much.
This episode is brought to you by Hooters.
Oh my god.
What if we actually did have sponsors?
We should do our podcast out of Hooters,
Oh, that would be
and
cool.
then get free food for going there.
For
Because apparently, if you go there once, you get free food for life.
exactly. That's how it works.
And that's the dead space right there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Brian. I'm seeing
looking-
nothing
I'm
about
looking
this.
for it
I'm
again.
seeing like they offer free fantasy draft kits.
Maybe
if you
that's
do
it.
Draft there.
It says this is someone that I find pretty reputable, but could be lying. He said, quote, "If we do our draft at Hooters, we get free food during the season."
Who is the source?
John Wagner.
Oh, John
Oh,
Wagner's a
that
liar.
was a
though.
John Wagner.
I don't
my
know.
God.
I just haven't. Like that just seems like
It doesn't seem
the
like
worst
I feel like
promotion
I feel
ever.
like he's trolling you there. I think.
But he
Brian.
trolled like 19 people.
I
in the
think
group
that
chat
he.
then.
I think he
Oh, he did?
read.
Yeah.
I think he read
Wrong.
something
Read
that
it
was
wrong.
like somewhat related to that.
He
Like
got excited and saw that free, like, free
you get like
napkins
you get
or
like
something.
buy one get one free
That happened to me
wings.
at Chick-fil-A last night, and 5 points.
the
They were like,
pajamas?
yeah, they were like they were like free. I thought it was a free meal, but it was only a free entree, so you get like a free chicken biscuit. But you go there for dinner, so like a chicken biscuit isn't enough for me for dinner.
So that's how they get you, and then you just like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
So yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
I
and
had
then
to
you buy
like,
more
now
stuff.
I-
yeah, I had to
Chick-fil-A.
get a drink and some hash browns with it, and then all of a sudden I'm paying for my dinner. Like I
That was
showed
supposed
up,
to be free.
well, but I showed up in my pajamas, like.
Why'd you have to show up? in
I
your
don't know
pajamas?
why you just assumed that showing up in pajamas entitles you to free dinner.
Because they told me it did.
I don't know what you're talking about. And why would they even do that?
They had a little promotional thing. I'll pull the picture up for you guys. Not that anyone on the podcast can.
Someone
see
at
it.
Chick-fil-A was just like, you know what we need in here? More people in pajamas.
Oh my
It
god.
says in really big letters, "Breakfast for dinner!" Exclamation point 4 times. Chick-fil-A 5 points will be serving our regular and spicy chicken biscuits, chicken minis, and hash browns between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. Come dressed in your PJs with a valid college ID, and breakfast entree is free. And free is in all caps, so that's what I saw.
Right.
Okay, that's why you said it
That's
like
probably
that.
that's why how they get people.
And it has this picture of like a thing of honey and some hash browns and a biscuit and the chicken minis on like this really nice napkin thingy, and it looks like you're gonna get a great free dinner.
Well, I heard the highlight of that last night was taking pictures with the Chick-fil-A cow.
Heck yeah, it was great. I was still
Was he
upset.
in PJs?
He was just normal
Unclothed?
cow.
Unclothed.
He had like a cow shirt thing.
Man, I just can't imagine being a mascot. That sounds awful. I mean, just
I know someone who used to do that at Carowinds. They would like dress up. That's for people who don't know, it's an amusement park in the Charlotte area. But they would like be the people in the costume. You have to be under a certain height too. You have to be like under 5'2" because the costumes won't fit.
Oh, and then
But-
it gets scary or
But
something.
like they,
Then your legs are like hanging out.
Guys, I think this is too small for me.
but like they would only be able to go out in like 15 to 30 minute shifts at a time because it would be like 98 degrees outside, and like
Oh
they
my
would
God.
just die if you were out there for like an hour straight. You would probably just get heat
So
stroke.
they
and
like
die.
they
Pass
rotate
out.
them back and forth. or
Yeah, that's
something
why they'll
that?
like come out for a few minutes and then they'll just like leave children disappointed.
Aw.
And
I have
wake.
a mascot story myself.
Okay.
Not an experience, but urban legend.
Go ahead.
That,
Urban legend.
So Mr. Met is the mascot for the New York Mets.
like a baseball?
He's a big
No
baseball.
way.
Yeah.
He's like a baseball guy.
Yeah.
So Mr. Met, back when Bill Clinton was president, wanted to meet Bill Clinton because he came to Shea Stadium when the Mets were playing, and all the Secret Service were gathered around President Clinton, and Mr. Met's trying to get in there, and one of the Secret Service members pushes Mr. Met away, and he goes, "Mr. Met, if you move one more step, we have trained snipers around here who are ready to shoot you.
Oh my god!
And the guy who was playing Mr. Met at the time, he did this whole documentary. He said, I wanted to press my luck, but I figured that the baseball head wouldn't protect me.
Yeah,
from a sniper. So
nowadays they do have a bulletproof Mr. Met head just for such a
Just in case.
situation.
Oh my god. That's like a man just
like goes down.
Oh, he's done.
Down goes Mr. Met with a smile on his face.
Do you think like if he got shot, they would like unravel like a baseball, like it's actual like leather wrapped around, like the seams
Like
come off and like
strings.
strings.
Oh my god.
It's not. There's actually not a human head in there.
like a
It's just a
cork.
baseball. It's just a cork of the baseball.
Oh, weird. No.
When mascots attack.
when
That should be a
mascots
real reality
when mascots get
There we
attacked.
go.
Yeah, when killing mascots.
If I was just walking down the street and those big like sausage mascots, they always do the race. If they just were just running down the street at me, that would be one of the most terrifying things that you could ever imagine.
And the worst part is they're supposed to be friendly, and like
Yeah.
they look friendly, but they're actually really scary.
Yeah.
Like, that smile
And it never
it
goes
never
away.
goes away.
Or even like the creepy like mascot people. You probably know this, probably like in Times Square or whatever.
Oh,
like
don't get me
those.
started.
I don't like.
Don't
I
even get
feel
me
like
started.
you got like the foreign tourists always going up to them. Like everybody else knows not to go up to them, but God, they're so creepy, man.
Yes.
Then they panhandle you too, and make you feel bad.
So recently, I was in New York, and usually you see these people like they're dressed up like Elmo or Mario or Luigi or Big Bird. Somebody is dressed up. So for the first time, I saw like a real human, like mascot, like not actually with a costume on. It had a costume, but it was.
Oh, the people who like
you
paint
see
Okay,
themselves? Yeah.
and it was Elsa. From
Oh
Frozen.
my gosh, that's crazy.
And I felt so bad for this girl because she was walking around with Olaf. But Olaf was
Oh,
like
the
crude,
guy or
it was like
whatever.
a crude Olaf, just like bad stick from the head, like one eye was bigger than the other, and like whole
funny.
deal. And she looked so sad,
Oh.
and you could just tell that she had been defeated by life.
Was it like a promotional thing for the
No,
movie, or was she just
she
doing
was
it?
just doing it for a little cash
Oh.
in
Oh my
Times
God.
Square.
Man,
That's
And
sad.
I was left with an empty feeling in my heart because Elsa,
Oh my gosh.
Elsa's life had been defeated.
I'm gonna like cry over
There's a
here.
low
I felt-
point over here.
that's like
I felt bad.
that's a weird thing that we
you ever
do
dollar?
with like.
I did not, because I would have had to take a picture with her.
I mean, that's a weird thing we do with like men and women is that like there's like all these mascots doing that to like trying to get money, and we're like, you guys are creepy, like stay away from me. And then like one woman comes and it's Elsa, and we're like, oh my god, that's so sad. Like,
Well, it's because you
somebody
could see
should
her
help her.
face, and she looked sad.
It's exactly. You can see the face.
Yeah, because the mascots, like, they have that smile stitched into their faces, and so, like, you don't know how the person underneath is really feeling. Maybe they really do hate that
I think
job.
I think that you could probably just assume that all of them do.
I know. That's why I get freaked out. Like whenever Cocky walks away, he starts waving me, I get nervous. Like I don't know why. I don't know why I do. It's just like I don't know. I just like hate when they wave when I have to like shake their hand sometime. And I just feel like they're just like
Is it because his gloves are so big?
yeah,
Like,
or
it's like spooks you.
yeah, or even that. Probably I got scarred from my grandfather took me when I was like 6 or 7 one time. Oh,
The story could go so many ways.
Whenever a story starts, I got scarred by my
grandfather.
it could go in many different directions.
yeah.
Let's see where this
Okay.
one goes.
So
Back to you, Luke.
so he took me to this. It was like a Halloween thing going on. I was visiting him, and it was like at this like abandoned warehouse. Not like abandoned warehouse. It was like an old like shopping strip mall area, but it was like closed down. So like I guess like this company rented out this place, and I went there like at night, and there was these creepy clowns on like mega stilts, like they were jumping down at you, and like weird zombie people. I guess I was like scarred from that experience. That's why I don't like any like
Poor Lukey
mascots
Lukey.
or anything. I don't know.
I feel like there's a fine line between like a mascot in a costume at a football game and someone just like walking through an old broken down shopping mall on stilts as a clown.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Luke, we should take you to Chuck E. Cheese and,
Oh
have,
my
you, and, have, you,
God.
and have you face your fears.
SGTV at Chuck E.
God.
Cheese.
You know where they do that whole like where they sing on the stage. It's
Yeah, the, like,
strap Luke
animatronic.
down.
That's
make him watch the
help.
performance over and over
get
again.
PTSD from that. No, I see the flashing.
Yeah, that would probably actually make it a lot worse.
well, on top of that too, like, I feel like it's a children thing, and I get mad at people that are like obviously way older, like get away, like to like children and stuff. Like depending, like mostly I guess like Disney.
What are you talking about? In what situation do you see adults just knocking down children?
Not adults,
at
but like,
Chuck E. Cheese?
Teenagers, young adults, or whatever. Like want to get in front of like if it's like some Disney character or anything,
okay.
like they want to take pictures. I'm like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta let the kids enjoy it. I guess it's like a children thing to me, and I was like, I don't mess with mascots anymore.
The one thing where that does not apply is definitely laser tag. I will take laser tag very seriously, and no kid is gonna get in my way
Oh my
with
God.
me and my laser tag.
I just imagine
Like, who's this
Andrea.
crazy lady?
She like has some kid like pinned to the floor and just like shooting his thing over and over again. You're gonna get 0 points, kid.
You're gonna get negative
Kicks
points.
their gun away.
Yeah.
Those things are attached. You can't really kick it away.
So she just keeps kicking it away over and over again.
The scissors come out and start.
Just snips the.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Yup.
So mascots, they're creepy.
All right, new reality show:
Consensus.
mascots playing laser tag. It's not really unethical. We
Well,
could
it
probably
sounds
do
like-
that. We could probably do that right now, but
I wonder if they have extra cocky costumes. We could totally do that ourselves.
we should.
Cocky, just strictly everyone dressed up like Cocky playing laser tag.
Yeah.
We could if they had if they had 11 of those, we could reenact HQ Predicts.
We could.
On a real football field
Oh my
and just have a
God,
bunch
we
of cockies
could.
like out there tackling each other.
We should definitely do that. We
Yeah,
need to figure out if we
Plug
can.
for HQ Predicts. Since
Yeah.
we're talking
That's
about mascots now.
That's right.
I'm excited.
Profession-
Are ya?
Hopefully, I'll make a guest appearance. Sometimes.
Wednesday nights at 9.
Ooh.
So what's the first game of the season that you guys are going to be predicting?
North Carolina.
North Carolina versus South Carolina. Rams versus Gamecocks.
Ooh. I think it's be a
If
close
it was
game.
actually like a fight between what the mascots were, we would probably lose almost every
We would
game.
lose almost every game.
Except maybe like Georgia Tech.
I don't know, Gamecocks are pretty
Yeah.
ferocious.
Just
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
little
Well, we could probably beat the trees because the trees would just stay there. You know,
Yeah.
for Stanford and the oranges.
Stanford.
We could eat the orange.
Well, yeah, I guess we can go through it. Again, North Carolina, that's a loss.
Yo,
in
yeah,
real life-
a ram would destroy a
in
chicken.
real life animal. Then they play Wildcats, Kentucky.
Probably not going to
he
win that
doesn't
one.
won.
Another loss. Commodores,
What are the Commodores?
probably a win.
Vanderbilt.
What aren't they?
They're
Aren't
like
they
George
anchors?
Washington-esque.
Couldn't they throw like an anchor on us or something?
Isn't a Commodore basically just like an ethical pirate?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
They could
it
kill
would
it.
it would just eat us.
I don't think
Why
that's
would- why
what a
would it-
Commodore is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like someone
Like
in the
Commodore
Navy.
Norrington from
I thought-
Yeah, I thought he
they-
was in the Navy.
I thought they
Well,
have like
so-
a
but,
giant
yeah,
like
basically
anchor.
Essentially, yeah, like
an ethical pirate.
Like a Navy,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I guess he doesn't really steal stuff, but you know, like
Like
not a
Commodore.
ship.
Oh, that's a really good reality show. Ethical Pirates.
They go around saving people. Oh,
Yeah.
the ship is broken down. We're the ocean police.
Also just called the Coast Guard.
Oh my God, that's what they really are. Ethical pirates.
Yeah, the Coast Guard is just like they're like pirates that save people. So they're nothing like pirates.
So
At all.
the opposite of pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
Pretty
it possible
much.
to be an ethical pirate?
I mean, if a pirate is if you define a pirate as someone who just steals from other people,
if
then
you're like
probably not.
if you're a Robin Hood like pirate,
But
where
yeah, what if you steal from the bad guys?
Yeah, but I don't know, stealing is bad.
Right.
Pirates who only steal from BP. Just rob oil
How about
tankers all day long.
Pirates who don't steal but borrow.
And then give it back.
And then
with
give it back.
with a gift also.
Yeah, of like cake.
Like
So-
it's
Like-
Like
A
with
bank?
interest.
Interest,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a bank.
So they're
Like a
paying
bank,
the
on the water.
bank on the water. Pirate bankers.
Pirate.
I can totally see that being like a national.
I think by now we've created like NBC's new lineup for like
know.
Wednesday nights.
See, they need new comedy. Shit, we can make that.
Like-
They're obviously failing at it right now. So
Like mascots playing laser tag at 8:00, followed by bank pirates.
followed by a promo for sales. Sales, like a little like a pun. It would be sales, but they're actually like salesmen pirates.
They're salesmen. They just have like dollar signs
Yeah.
on their sales.
Oh God.
I don't get it.
All right, so you
If
have
you
a pirate
focus-
ship,
Right.
and that has a sail.
SAIL.
Oh!
like
Oh.
salesperson.
Salesman.
And
Yeah.
now
Yeah, and
everyone
sail
who
on pirate.
listens will actually
Salesperson.
understand.
Yes. Speaking of sports, though, how do you have the Gamecocks going this season?
You want my honest
Yeah.
opinion, or you want my hopeful
Yeah,
opinion?
it's gonna be
Honest opinion, and then realistic, and then pessimistic.
The first two were the
realistic.
same.
Yeah, honest.
I don't
and
know
pessimistic.
whatever, or like honest and realistic are the same thing.
I'm playing
so-
the adjective game right now.
Okay.
So honestly, I think it's. I would be happy if South Carolina won. Was 500 at the end of the season.
Yeah, Nick, the Brian's co-producer for Capital City Sports, was we were going through the schedule, and I picked out like best case scenario probably 7 wins, probably 7 and
That
5.
would be surprising too if
Yeah.
they got 7 wins, but. Like every year, as long as they beat Clemson, I think then that's
It's
a
frustrating because like we don't actually have that tough of a schedule this
No.
year. I just don't think we're gonna be that good.
win. Yeah.
Unless one of our quarterbacks just comes out of nowhere and
Unless
plays
Superman
amazing.
comes out of the sky
Yeah.
and plays at Williams-Brice Stadium this year.
That would make me so happy.
We just have a team of Avengers.
Oh my gosh! I would
Superheroes.
like pass out in happiness.
So what's going on with the quarterback guy now? They just haven't chosen.
Quarterback guy.
Yeah, the
quarterback
quarterback guy.
You know, that
He's
dude
playing
over
the
there.
sports ball.
The quarterback guy. You know,
They have 3 different quarterbacks right now.
3, and they haven't decided yet, and they got a game next week.
Well, none of them
Or
have
week
ever
after
played
next.
before,
Right.
in college.
Right.
So
The only one that has actually played is Connor Mitch, and he played like 4 snaps last year. So
a little fun fact is the wide receiver Pharaoh Cooper is actually the leading passer
He
on the
is.
team right now. He threw like did he throw 2 touchdowns
Yes,
last
he
year?
did.
Yeah, he threw 2 touchdowns
That's
last year.
insane.
yes.
Nice.
So it looks like there's gonna be 3 quarterbacks, and they're gonna rotate in and out.
It's a horrible
In
idea.
and out and out.
It's a horrible idea.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be like
They're gonna rotate in and out. How are they gonna have any like consistency?
that's
It's
the
eventually
question.
just going to be Pharaoh Cooper running the ball out of the Wildcat every play.
It's just we're gonna defer. We'll play defense again.
It's like the strategy in the water boy. It's
Yeah.
like take 3 knees and punt.
Oh my god.
So I mean, we could be surprised. I'm hoping, but we'll see.
True.
All depends. We'll find.
So
a
there
lot
might
more.
be some rough games to cover.
Potentially.
I'm just like weary of like having too high expectations because I should have been more realistic about last year's season going in, but I was like, no, we'll figure it out. You know, we got Dylan, it's gonna be good. And then that Texas A&M, the first game of the year, we lost like what was it, 35-0 in the third quarter, something like that.
It was
like,
a disaster.
It was a just horrible
Well, I
experience.
think that's the one thing that they have going for them this year is that last year there were so
Cocky.
high expectations, kind of a little cocky. This year, no expectations whatsoever, under everyone's radar. Maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah. So we'll be. I guess because everybody's so pessimistic, they might surprise us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So
Hopefully.
hopefully the defense will be better
I think they should be
because they got that new guy, right?
that other dude
That-
guy.
that new guy.
That dude, that sports player.
the sports guy, the defense guy.
Hoke Choke or whatever his name is.
Brady Hoke. He's
Yeah.
Choke.
co-defensive coordinator. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they got that guy.
Those guys.
Those guys. Yeah, these guys.
These guys.
So, I mean, I think the defense should definitely be better than they were last year because it was atrocious last year.
Huh.
There's no way they can get any worse.
True.
They could just
Well-
not show
Or
up.
they can
Yeah,
like 5.
They might be better actually. The other team
They-
just might
yeah.
drop passes.
Yeah. They're so nervous.
I don't want to play anymore. Just put one guy out there. Just
Oh my gosh. So I wanted to, I guess, finish up with something a little different.
Ooh.
I wanted to.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
On the edge of your seat.
Waiting.
Actually, this kind of excludes you a little bit, but sort of. So I wanted to ask everybody.
minus Michael.
Yeah. What do you guys have planned for SGTV this semester?
I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
Okay. Well, I mean,
cut
just
that.
some interesting, cool stuff you plan on doing. Switch it up, do a little promo. You know what I'm saying? So, whoever wants to go first.
Okay, well, I guess that's me. I've got a little nose goes thing going on here. I just really want to I don't know if anyone listening to this paid attention to news last semester, but it kind of fizzled and died a little bit. So I really want to work on getting us more on the social media platform, because I realize that that's more what people use than anything else. More people are going to look at their phones than the TV, and so I want us to be focusing more on the university stuff and having some purpose for us to exist. And hey, if we're providing information to students and they want to know, they know that they can go to us for information, then we'll have an audience. Whoa!
I have a really good idea for you guys.
What?
You guys should do Instagram videos. You guys should have an Instagram
I think that's
account,
a fantastic
and then just
idea.
do 15-second recaps of news stories on campus.
Yeah, definitely. I think that will be it. I want to
You guys too.
do stuff like that.
Ooh, thank you.
So.
And Periscope.
And I think-
Periscope.
Yeah. I think we should also have a little more fun.
No.
No.
Well, okay, I guess we won't have fun then. Never mind.
Everything's serious. It's gonna be local news. Broadcaster voice. In a world.
In a world where
So
Michael Duggan is not a part of SGTV.
Everything is better.
It was also. That your broadcaster voice sounds eerily like your 1950s voice.
1950 voice. Okay.
Do
okay.
1950s broadcaster.
Everybody
Do
try their.
1950s.
Okay. If I'm gonna
It's
do
the
it,
same thing.
everybody should try their best broadcaster voice. So.
Actually good,
yeah,
or
actually, actually try it.
Really exaggerated.
Really exaggerated. Well, in the news today we have Brian Principe. He has fallen down a hole and they can't seem to get him, but Lassie has saved the day. Reporting live, WXXX 14.
What? Are you like the porn news station? WXXX.
Reporting live
What-
from SGTV.
What hole did
Luke
Brian
Baker
fall down?
is not good at improvising.
Lassie.
All right, so following that, Brian, what are you going to do with the sports this year?
Oh man. So
I hope it's something along those lines.
no, I can't top that. That's
Okay.
tough. But no, we're gonna mostly have a good time. We like to have fun with it because it is sports and sports are fun.
Sports.
But yeah, we're gonna try to do some live broadcasts. I know that we're in the midst of having a relationship with Gamecock hockey, which would be great. First time that we would do really live broadcasting and have a stream up for them because they don't really get too much media coverage. Not many people know about them, so I think it's a pretty good marriage for us to get together and start something with them.
Can we just call it Gamecocky?
Gamecocky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like Gamecock hockey sounds like too many syllables.
Yeah, well, they like
that.
to call it cock hockey, but I do like
Cocky.
I do like yeah.
like
I
game
kinda like-
cocky, and then you can just
Game
put a
cocky.
silent H in there. And then it's
Cocky.
game cocky.
hockey.
Game
Well,
Chucky.
that's gonna be the first
Game
to create.
chalky. That's what people think it would be. Game chalky. What is chalky?
So we're just ultimately gonna have a good time. Cover the sports, all the sports, and yeah, excommunicate Michael.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was excited. We do a little teaser. Speaking of that, Hammer with Questions coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Second
I'm excited.
second episode.
Second edition.
Well, Luke, I don't remember anyone asking you what you were going to do with your show.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
You
ask
should just
you.
shut up.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
it's
stealthy at
a-
all.
Well, it's kind of a CCS crossover. Well, I use people from CCS.
Right, because
Yes.
I need
Can I
to
help
go.
you? Oh, okay. Bye.
I figured I should have a more quiet exit, but okay, I'll just.
Hey guys, everybody. Andrew's leaving currently right now.
say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. It was great being here. I love you all. Oh my god. Oh, they're clapping for me. Okay.
All right, so we can start the podcast now, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about more about this hole, Brian, that you fell down.
Well, you see,
It's a long
it's
story.
a long story. Can I make a suggestion here?
Yeah.
Can we please put this music in the back of the podcast?
It already is.
Yeah.
Just
it is.
like make it
Slowly.
Build it up.
Make it slowly go higher and higher.
Bringing the shot
where you
the
can't
shot
hear
down right there.
That's how the podcast ends. We just get drowned out by music over the course of an hour.
Oh my god.
So by the end, we're just yelling like, "So Brian, what do you think about those? You think of Gamecock football?"
What?
Oh man. So, I think we're gonna do one more topic
Okay.
because
I'm ready.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
This is gonna be an ASMR podcast for the rest of it.
What?
This is gonna be an ASMR podcast.
I don't know what you just said.
You don't ASMR.
What's ASMR?
It's like that thing where people whisper and like make sounds.
Oh,
And it like makes your
Welcome to
head tingle.
NPR, National Broadcasting Service.
Boo, boo, boo. Da, da, da.
So
And the fans go wild.
what
Why are all
would-
the fans just breathing really loud? It's like something really
like
surprising
you're
just
trying-
happened. There's like,
You're trying to see your breath.
So what was one interesting thing that you guys did this summer? I'm curious.
Curious.
Yes.
Luke, you go first. Brian, you go second.
Okay.
Well, I'll say my other interesting thing for that person to be there. So I'm going to say that next time. But I got to go to southern Utah, which was really cool over the summer with my family. That was pretty cool. We went to Zion National Park and we climbed like this Angel's Landing, which I was not prepared for because it was like a 10-mile hike or 15 a round trip, and it was just like zigzagging up like a mountain. It was like a 1500 incline.
That's why it's Angels hike, not like guy slightly above the ground hike.
And hiking up the mountain wasn't the worst part. You can go out on this ledge, and it was about that. It was probably about this much distance between that and the tire
this
cliff.
is an audio medium saying this much when
yes,
putting your arms apart does not tell the audience how far apart it
Probably
is.
about imagine your
It was yay high.
it was the size of like a refrigerator, like
Okay.
like width wise, like between the only way between you and like the cliff off the side, and then all you have to like climb on it is like this little chain. So we were just like I was like, it was scary, man, because you have to basically scramble up most of this stuff, and like people get backed up, so you're just like hanging on the
I could
side
just see
there,
Luke hanging,
like,
his
waiting.
feet like shaking. like ah!
Yeah, I mean,
Now all I can imagine is you like hanging onto a refrigerator that's like right at the edge of this cliff. That's such a random like
I don't
object
know.
to use as a
I was trying to
measurement.
think of like width wise, what's good to like,
Put your arms out. How far wide it was again?
it was probably
Like 3 feet.
okay, 3 feet.
Okay.
But that was
Great.
pretty cool.
No, that's
Had a
pretty
good
cool.
time.
Yeah, that is cool.
What would you classify as southern Utah, though?
Southern Utah,
Yeah.
I would say.
Like south of Salt Lake City?
Oh yeah, like towards the border, almost
All of Utah.
Yeah. I was in. It was like normally in
What is south of Utah?
Arizona.
Arizona.
It was
Arizona.
northern
Let's go.
Arizona. It's like right on the border.
Oh.
Like it was like right there, like southern, like real southern Utah,
So
like near
desert.
the border. Yeah, the
Much
desert,
desert.
red rocks,
Oh.
that kind of stuff.
Dirt.
Nice.
Dirt, a lot of
Yeah.
red dirt.
Tumbleweeds.
We should do a geography podcast exclusively.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
What is the
about
capital of Mississippi?
sedimentary rock this
Jackson.
time.
That's right. Can you give me the postal code of Oklahoma?
There's a lot of them.
No, like when you go do like
Oh,
Oklahoma
the
City, and then not
like
like
the zip code.
the acronym
Is it Oklahoma?
I don't
of
know.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that. Oh, I thought you were
Okay.
talking about like zip. code
No,
types.
no,
Okay.
yeah.
You mean the abbreviation?
Okay. Yeah, the abbreviation.
yeah.
There we go.
That's-
Postal code.
Postal code's wrong. That's sorry about that.
All right. So what did you do?
What did I do?
Obviously, you studied postal codes.
I did, yes, I did. Back in 5th grade, I won the geography B.
Oh, wow.
United States geography B. But
pretty good.
I'll let my
The National Geography
I'll
B.
let
You
my-
won it.
No, the Cove Road Elementary School.
Cove Road.
So this summer we went on a cruise, my family and I, and it was a lot of fun. We went to so many different places, but the one thing we did on the cruise that was incredible was we did ATVing through a jungle.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Yes.
that sounds fun.
What,
It was
what jungle?
It was a jungle in Cozumel, Mexico. So like Yucatan sort of deal. Like
you go like on the
snakes,
little
monkeys.
ATVs, like that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and I'll try to explain the best I can how wide it was, but it literally like
Was
the
it
road,
wider than a refrigerator?
Or was it about a refrigerator?
It was
length?
it was probably about a refrigerator wide,
Okay.
and that was probably about how wide the ATV was. So you had no leeway whatsoever. I mean, there were cliffs, there were boulders, trees in the middle, snakes coming out left and right, dirt, dust, everything. It was so much fun. So I went with my dad, my cousin, and my cousin's girlfriend, and we had a great time. But my father hit a tree. Almost ruined the entire vacation for everyone.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Did he actually get hurt?
No, he didn't get hurt, but
Okay.
he banged up his knee a little bit.
Ooh.
So
So it was
a little
like-
bit of cut. Yeah, a little bleeding.
So how
actually.
did it was just like pop out of nowhere?
Well, he was like, well, you're doing like, and it's in kilometers, so I don't know what the equivalent of 40 kilometers is to like miles per hour.
like 30.
I have no idea.
So that was the
don't
top
know.
speed we were going. We're going top speed 40 kilometers per hour. And this was around bends, and he must have been just going too fast around a bend, tried to brake. Things spun, hit the tree. He started going backwards, whole deal. Held up the entire tour. But it was good. We also had Mayan tea.
40 kilometers an hour
Mayan
is
tea, what's that?
24 miles per hour.
So there you go. Mayan tea is just it's like a weird, dank, sort of like green liquid. And I was very, very hesitant to try, but I did. And let me just tell you.
Man, did it taste dank?
Let me just tell you. I
Made a
made
secondhand high off of it.
I made great friends with the toilet that evening. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. When they say don't drink water in Mexico, don't drink Mayan tea in Mexico as well.
Any water.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
But it was a lot of fun. Had a
That's
great
cool.
time.
Did you do like all those little formal things and everything?
On the
Those dinners?
cruise?
Yeah.
I had formal dinners and things
Yeah.
like that. I tried ox tongue, frog legs, cured salmon.
Frog legs are so good.
Frog legs taste like chicken. It's great. It's like
so good.
slimy chicken.
But it basically slimy chicken. They fry it.
Oh, it's great. Yep. Escargot, whole 9 yards.
That is what you call southern redneck cuisine, my friend. Frog legs.
There you go.
Love them. You had a way better summer than I did, Brian Principe.
No, I don't know about that.
I didn't do anything. My
didn't-
most exciting thing of the summer was playing with a computer in the SGTV.
So you basically lived here this summer.
Yeah, I live in Columbia. I didn't do anything. I did nothing fun.
Now, Jake, if I offered you something, I'm going to offer this to you. And I just want to hear your first reaction to it. If I told you that you could go to Hooters and you could do your fantasy football draft party there, and I told you that you can get free food from Hooters for the entire rest of the season because of that, what would you say?
Say sign me up. Kidding me?
Because
What?
I said there's no way that's a real promotion. That makes no sense.
It makes no sense,
That
but
is
I would
the-
do it.
I've heard through the grapevine that is a real promotion.
The grapevine.
Really, I'm in.
Does John just...
And my grapevine is John
Yeah,
Mack.
I was about to say, does John plant a lot of grapes?
a SGTV fantasy football league. Let's do it.
Hooters action.
Oh, we can go to
Hooters
Hooters?
action. I'm in, man.
You
I
go
don't
every
really
Sunday
like
there?
Hooters wings very much, but I mean,
I know 3 people
If
that
I
have
get
gotten
s-
food poisoning
if I-
because of Hooters.
ooh, that's rough.
Yikes.
What Hooters do they go into?
All right, well, we're going 17 times, so hope it doesn't happen to us.
Yeah.
We're rolling the dice on this one, man.
I'm just saying.
If by week 5 we're like all like just getting food poisoning, would we keep going just because it's free?
The
Come on, we gotta go for the free food.
Yeah.
the answer to that is by the end of the semester we're all going to be poor. So yes, we're all going to be whatever.
At what point does too much food poisoning kill you? Is it week 7?
I think it'd ruin your
I don't
colon,
think.
but
I
that's
don't
about
think it's.
it.
I don't think it's the amount of times you get food poisoned. I think it's the how bad is the poisoning of said food.
Also, I think this sounds like another reality show that we can work on. Is how many? It's a really bad commercial for Hooters. It's just like how many times you have to go before you die of food poisoning at Hooters.
Or it's like
It's like-
Super Size
Yeah, I was about to
Me,
say, it's like
but you
Super-
just look to get food poisoning.
Will they make it through the season? Oh no! Week 5, somebody has to go to the bathroom early.
Looks like he has turf toe. Oh wait, it's food poisoning.
Tune in Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Only on
SGTV.
Spike.
Like,
That would absolutely be on Spike.
that is totally a Spike show.
Oh, yeah, Spike or G4.
Yeah, pretty much.
God.
I was gonna promote ourselves, but what else?
No.
We don't stoop to that level.
No, yeah. No. We have quality control in our content. Unlike Hooters Wings, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So Michael, what did you do this?
I didn't do. I'm kind of with Jake. I didn't do too much. We went to Savannah
nice.
the last weekend before school started. Had a little.
I've heard good things about Savannah.
Yeah, it was fun. You can walk around. There's carriages and trolleys.
Horses.
Luke would fit in there well there. He could do his 1950s voice. This here's Savannah.
Horses in the cobblestone.
I'd love to go on a buggy tour.
Let me go on my steamboat down the river.
It sounds eerily like Bill Cosby a little bit.
Like a redneck Bill Cosby.
That's how I got all my victims. I put them on a riverboat.
You know what though?
That's awful.
It's not awful because Bill Cosby. Like he deserves every bit that he gets of it. Like,
yeah, he's a monster. Yeah. But he wears really fancy sweaters. Yeah, but I'm a J-L-L-O.
So he like coming to Blues Clues.
I was about to say that sounded like.
What was that from?
You just started
from last couple of podcasts. Yeah.
That's Blues Clues. That's Blues Clues.
I still know like all of the songs to Blues Clues.
Yeah, the mail song.
Yeah.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna mail.
That dude. That's
another guy. Wow.
How many guys are we on Blues Clues now?
I don't even know if it's still on. I think they still share like reruns of the old ones, but
and how many did they end up going through? Two dudes.
I have Steve and Joe.
Joe and Steve.
Okay, so there was
there
were a lot of rumors that
he had a
Steve.
drug problem,
Yeah,
but
that's not true.
He left.
He was a musician. He started a band.
Yeah,
I never met Joe. Joe was before my time.
Joe was a.
So I got a question
crap.
for everyone.
Steve was the man.
We have time for a question.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Fire it up,
Can I
man.
take a question?
Of course.
Still got 5 hours.
So
left.
True.
We've all seen the great movie Pulp Fiction, correct?
Yes.
No.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but
Okay.
I
want to know what everyone thinks.
The path of the righteous man is beset upon the inequities of the tyranny of evil men. I'm done. I don't need to go through the whole. I don't know if I can do the whole thing.
But when John Travolta opens up the briefcase, what does everyone think's inside?
A yellow light bulb.
Obviously, it's a yellow light bulb. What do you think is supposed to be meant inside there?
I mean, dude, like, have you heard this theory? Like, there's a theory online. I don't really buy into it, but I think it's kind of awesome.
The soul, where it's
yes,
Marcellus'
it's amazing.
Soul.
Yeah, the theory.
He's got the Band-Aid on his head.
The prevailing theory online is that is Marcellus Wallace's soul in that briefcase, and since he has the Band-Aids on his neck, in some religion, in some ancient religious thing, that the way to a man's soul is through the base of his neck. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are saying that it's like Marcellus's soul and someone took it out of his neck, and that's why he has the Band-Aid.
Why does it glow yellow?
In reality, you want to know what it really is? Because I just took a Tarantino class this past year.
It's a light.
So.
It's just a.
Well, I mean, no, not just a light, but the reason he did it, it's based off of like a bunch of '60s movies used to do that, where they would show that's what they would do to. Like basically, they would make it some mystical object, and they would make a really bright light, so they wouldn't have to show exactly what it was.
It's probably the Holy Grail.
And the reason
they probably found the Holy Grail.
And the reason Marcellus Wallace
in a briefcase. Jesus had a really nice briefcase that he carried around the Holy Grail in.
Yeah, man. That's how. That's dope.
It's
right. Yeah, right.
Oh my god!
Like the Holy Grail is right next to all of his legal documents.
Oh man, Jesus in a sweater vest.
Oh man, I forgot to pack my law book. I put the Holy Grail in there by accident.
God, that's the worst.
Forgot that again.
I hate when I forget my wallet at home and just bring the Holy Grail. Oh,
shoot, man!
That's the worst. But yeah, I don't know. What's your theory?
I like the theory about the
soul. It's cool,
yeah.
right?
That's a cool theory.
Well, when the Band-Aid is there because Ving Rhames has a mole has like a mole or like a scar on his neck, and Tarantino didn't like how
it really?
And Tarantino didn't like how it photographed. Whenever he has the whole scene where he's talking to Bruce Willis and they shoot him from behind. Tarantino just didn't like that,
mole.
so they covered it up with a band-aid.
I
Or
feel
it's like a
too
mole or a
distracting.
scar or something. They
I
just
feel
covered
like
it up with a
I
band-aid.
feel like a band-aid is more distracting than a mole on
I mean,
someone's neck.
that's.
Well,
I mean,
you know, was it Miles Teller has like those scars, and it was weird in Fantastic Four. They actually had to put it in because
Yeah.
because I saw him in Rabbit Hole. That was a pretty good movie, and I thought he had a scar because he was in a car wreck or whatever.
it's
But like that's actually
just-
his
yeah.
his scar.
Yeah, they had to put. Let's don't talk about Fantastic Four. That movie makes me sad.
I didn't see it yet.
Neither did I.
Don't. It's a piece of crap.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, there
I
you
won't.
go.
It's awful. Me and Luke
Settled.
shot Gamecock to the movies yesterday, or 2 days ago, or sometime. And after we finished, we were like, Fantastic Four rant. So there's a 3.5 minute Fantastic Four rant.
Depending on if that goes in, not.
Me and Luke. That
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've
if we're-
heard great things about it.
I don't know if we're gonna do
It's
anything.
pretty
with it,
awful.
but
Like
it's not like
it's
a real.
disappointing
Like
because
a
the
hard
cast,
awful
the
or like
cast
a-
is so
It's
good.
terrible.
Really?
Like the first half of the movie's okay, and then once they get their powers, it's just like, what are you even doing?
It's a
So
train.
next
run around with
next
fire.
Fantastic Four movie, they just don't ever get their powers.
Yeah.
Next
They
Fantastic
talk
Four
about
movie, recasted with a new director and probably made by Marvel.
Yeah.
Let's
That's what I hope.
Let's just hope Deadpool's better than Fantastic Four. That's the next.
We're all gonna hope.
Who's playing Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds. He'll be good at it.
He'll crush.
Yeah.
I mean, he crushed in the 5 minutes he was in the just terrible, awful. I almost said Toffsful because I was trying to put words together.
Toffsful.
Wolverine Origins movie. He's in the first 5 minutes and he's awesome.
Oh really? He was promoting what was that movie they had? Selfless.
That wasn't very good.
He was promoting that, and he was like, they were asking him questions about stuff that he's filmed, like really interesting stuff, and he was like talking about how Deadpool's like one of the most interesting movies he's ever filmed.
Dude,
like
the trailer is just like, I don't know if the movie. I'm going to say this about Deadpool, and if people have seen it, have seen the trailer, or whatever. But like, it may be good, it may be bad. It ain't going to be like no superhero movie you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
It's completely different. It has a completely different tone, different feel. You don't see like 8 F-bombs dropped in a superhero movie trailer very often.
Yeah.
But whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Got to be better than Fantastic Four.
Anything's been better than Fantastic Four.
Everything has changed.
What? I thought you were going to go into everything is awesome.
except Fantastic Four.
Oh, shots fired.
For them. Yeah.
But
Alrighty, I guess that is a wrap on episode 17.
Wrap
Jake,
it up. Put a bow on it. Boom. Send it out.
you wanna-
Wrapped it
you wanna
up.
Outro us, Jake.
For Luke Baker and Brian Principe and Michael Duggan and Andrea Esselman, I'm Jake Hutcherson. Check out our video content at youtube.com/SGTV at USC, and we'll see you next week, folks.